Hey everybody, it's chuggaaconroy. Welcome back to more Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we tried to take down Ganon and failed. We also found out the Tetra is Princess Zelda and a lot of other big story spoilers. And if you found this video for the first time without watching any of the previous videos in the series or playing the game before, I honestly feel sorry for you because of that intro. But anyway, long story short, at the end of the cutscene in the last episode, the king just told Zelda that she needs to stay down there where the Master Sword used to be for her safety. And that he wants us to come with him so that we may find out what caused the Master Sword to lose its power to repel evil. Link, listen well. The fact that the Master Sword lost the power to repel evil suggests to me that something has happened to the sages, fused within the blade of the god's power. The sages should be here in Hyrule, the Wind Temple to the north, and the Earth Temple to the south, praying to the gods. You must head to these two temples to see what has happened to the sages and attempt to find a way to recover the power to repel evil. Unfortunately, again, it seems to have erected some sort of magical barrier down here in Hyrule, blocking the path to the temples. But each temple should have another entrance high upon Hyrule's mountaintops, which are now the islands above the sea. As always, I'll mark these places on your sea chart. I have no idea how he does that if he doesn't have arms and there's no pen in his mouth, but whatever. Okay, so we need to leave to not draw attention to Princess Zelda's whereabouts. So, let's get going. And wow, I sure landed perfectly right in the boat. Here we go. Awesome. The Legend of the Hero of Time. Once long ago, he defeated Ganon and brought peace to the kingdom of Hyrule. A peace that the Triforce was given to the Hero of Time, and he kept safe, much as Zelda kept hers. The sacred peace is known as the Triforce of Courage. When the Hero of Time was called to embark on another journey, he left the land of Hyrule, and he was separated from the elements that made him a hero. It is said at that time, the Triforce of Courage split into 8 shards hidden throughout the land. Even if I do not know where they rest, alright, they lie hidden somewhere in this great sea. The Triforce of Courage is the only key that will once again open the doorway to Hyrule. We must search for it. But we're not doing that now. A lot of people get confused when they see that line of dialogue thinking they have to go find the Triforce when they really don't. And that it was actually kind of more of a mistake on the writing's part, honestly, though, because you don't have to go find the Triforce. Not yet, at least. But anyway, just explaining this for people who don't understand the Zelda timeline or haven't played a lot of games, the Link that they are speaking, the Hero of Time, is the Link from Ocarina of Time. And when they said that he had to go embark on another adventure and leave Hyrule, that was where Majora's Mask picked up, where he went to Termina and, you know, got separated from the elements that made him a hero, yada yada yada, because he went back to being a child. But anyway, this is where the Wind Temple is, and this is where the Earth Temple is. We can go to either temple first. It is totally up to you which one you want to do first. You can do them in either order, but personally, I find the Earth Temple a little bit easier, so I do that one first. So we're going to be going to the south, near Outset, which I guess we can go ahead and just teleport to Outset and do that now. Well, actually, there's something else we're going to want to get before we go, so I'll go ahead and cut ahead to what that is you're going to want to do. Okay, now without further ado, I went ahead and I cut ahead a little bit, though, because I got the Mapfish location for the Tower of the Gods, which we forgot to get before. So what we're going to do now is we're going to be heading here to Mother and Child Islands. Now, by teleporting here, you're going to do something that you can't otherwise do. You need to have the Ballad of the Gales for this part of the game, which is something else a lot of people end up not knowing because they don't tell you that it's required, and it seems like just a nice extra. But by teleporting here, triggers a cutscene. You go inside of the islands instead of outside of them, so it is impossible to sail here. Is this a boss? Is it a secret? Is it a secret boss? Or is it just a little girl holding a fairy who looks suspiciously like the girl from the Zelda Wii? Alright, whatever. Seriously, she does look like the girl from Zelda Wii. You know, if you see that picture of Zelda Wii that's been posted on the internet, she looks just like her. Greetings, child. It seems the door that you have taken... It seems the door your fate has already swung open, has it not? I am the queen of the fairy world. And she has a great fairy doll. Does it matter? Does it not surprise you, child? I like you. And so, I shall give you a new power to the bow that you wield. And here we get the first upgrade to the bow. Now, this is not going to make us carry more things, but whatever. It's not going to make us carry more arrows, but it's going to do something else that's really, really cool. Check it out. And this is indeed required. We have a red fairy and a blue fairy. Huh. I wonder if that's painful to have fairies go through your chest. The power of fire and ice have been added to your arrows! Woo! Alright, so now we have fire arrows and ice arrows. That's going to be very helpful. Ice arrows can freeze the hottest flames, and fire arrows can melt the coldest ice. Fairies in this fountain will ease your weariness. Use them as you need to. Alright, so now we have a fairy fountain that we can warp to heal and get fairies. Alright, nice. You are just my type. He's like, and then King Red Lions is like, sorry dude, no time for romance, plus you already got Tetra. I like how the King Red Lions just looks at him. Okay. But anyway, we have an empty bottle now that has nothing in it, so... No, we have an empty bottle that has something in it. We're gonna go ahead and equip one of those and get one of the fairies in this fountain. And we're actually, before we go and start on the getting to the Earth Temple, we're gonna be stopping by Windfall really quick. Not a lot of side quests this time, just one that I want to get knocked out really, really quick. It's gonna be very helpful to us. Just one side quest, okay? That's all I ask. Just one side quest on Windfall. I promise I won't take, like, a video and a half like I did last time, okay? Even though that technically was all one side quest, don't worry. The side quest is not long. It takes like a minute, and it's extremely helpful. There's more side quests we can do on Windfall, but I would like to save those for another visit so that we don't space apart the story too much, okay? Everything I've shown so far in this video has indeed been required. Now, when you get to Windfall, you gotta make sure it's nighttime, so we're gonna go ahead and play the Song of Passing. And whoa, it seems we've got mail now that I get here to Windfall. Alright, good evening. We have 2 letters. 201 rupees is the postage. Let's see, Mr. Fairy Person encloses the incredible chart. It'll show you where the Triforce charts are located. Okay, this is going to be very important for later. We have the incredible chart, which will show you where Triforce charts are located, which... We'll get into what Triforce charts are later, though, but they are not important right now. You could go get them, but they're not very important. Alright, let's see. And this is a letter from our sister, so we honestly don't care because we're too busy going out, destroying people's stuff, and getting money for it. Then she gives us a red rupee. Ah, okay, fine. So for the 201 rupee postage, we got 20 of them back thanks to our sister. Now what you're going to want to do is, when you get here to Windfall, it seems that the rich girl is now poor because of the heavy ransom that her father had to pay. How fitting. Now what you're going to want to do is follow her slowly. Lag behind her. Like, keep about this distance from her. Just keep it so you can barely see her. And you're going to want to follow her for a little while. In other words, this is the one character in a Zelda game who does not enjoy being stalked. Okay, now, once you followed her through there, you're going to want to stay right about here. Make it so the camera's right there. And you're going to see her walk up. Okay, now, gotta move a little bit fast here. And you're going to see her trying to get into the safe. Go up to her as fast as you can. You startled me! What do you want? My heart is racing. You scared me. Wait, are you... You're the kind of creep who goes around at night scaring people? That's just plain mean! I could be worse. I could be a pedophile. Alright. An ally of justice. You have to answer the default answer to all of these, so yeah, you're going to be an honest person. Or rather, just someone who doesn't like reading text. Which is exactly what I am. Not all the time. I've had enough text for like one lifetime in the last video in the series, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And she's mad that Maggie, who used to be a slob, is now rich. Basically, because of the ransom that her father had to pay, she's now poor. And basically Maggie's father, who I always call Old Man Pedophile, is now rich. So they've basically reversed roles. Which we're going to be getting more into that on future visits to Windfall, though, but I just wanted to come here and do that really quick so that we could get this empty bottle. So now we have 3 bottles instead of 2. Very helpful. This is something that you're really going to want to get. Thanks for tonight. Aww. She's just going to come back and steal from that safe as soon as we leave, isn't she? Anyway, let's go ahead and go back to our ship and teleport. Okay, now what I'd recommend doing next is go ahead and teleport into Dragon Roost Island, not for awesome music, but for something else. Unfortunately, we're going to have to get into that in the next episode, though. So, next time on Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, we're going to get to the Earth Temple, alright? See you guys then. And I promise you, we're getting to the Earth Temple, and I promise you that going to Dragon Roost is required for this, okay? So anyway, see you guys next time.